Yo, 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 yo. It is Monday night, people. This is the Originators Monday. I am your host for this evening. I am Six-Man K Styles, aka the Silver Foxes in the building. And to my stage left, we have Mad Mike Sports, aka Senator Palpatine, coming to you.
What up? What up? What up?
Well, sound like I got kind of an echo. Is that me?
Is it you? I mean,
Uh-huh.
I hear an echo. I don't hear an echo.
No.
It sounds like it's coming from you.
From me?
I can hear myself
from your
side of it.
I don't hear anything. Did anybody hear an echo? Because I don't hear anything.
Okay. All right, y'all. All right. So, hey, look, man. We appreciate y'all coming in the build, coming in. Let's go ahead and kick this off right. People said, yeah, there is a echo. So while Mad Mike Sports gets that situated, we gonna hit y'all with what we call the real roll call. And while we're doing the roll call, you know we gotta have the roll call music for the show. So let's go ahead and DJ hit it. Hey. And today's roll call, we kicking it off the right way. We got Robert Ponder, Pat Norris.
Tell Mike to get his stuff together.
God damn it, anime.
I just had to say something. You know.
What the hell? All right,
Matt might owe me an apology.
Oh hell.
Go ahead and do your roll call. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, man, we got personal discretions during the roll call is strictly forbidden, at least for the first 35 seconds. All right. Let's see. We got Ms. Pamela Johnson. We got Jeberaeel 58 in the building. Georgia, Texas boy. We got the Kings 83.
Pamela Johnson. We got.
What about now?
Jeberaeel 58.
We have
Georgia.
It's still going on.
We got the Kings 83. Pamela Johnson.
All right. Dre Murphy, Michael Walker. We got the therapist ATL in the building. Old Chicken Hauler. Engine number 9. Brian Peoples, CG2K. We got Sonya in the building. Billy Power Max. We got Bellows World. So we're going to go ahead and definitely appreciate y'all. I think I said Dre Murphy. If I didn't, I'm going to go ahead and say it again. So, DJ, let's go ahead and kill it. All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, the heavy hitters coming with you Monday night. As we've already heard, there's some interesting news going on with the
Yep. Still an echo, man.
All right, we're gonna kick this opening drive off the right way. We already know the topic of the show tonight is Arthur Smith on. Hold on, let me do it right. 1, 2, you hear the clock ticking, tick tock. Is Arthur Smith on the hot seat? So while we got Mike getting his stuff together, man, I'm gonna let you go ahead and open us off. Is there anything around that's going around in your head right now that you thinking about the news of Taylor Heineke being named the starter for this upcoming game against the Arizona Cardinals. What's your
Well,
thought on that?
I think that with that, well, originally when he first got named the starter, I felt like that was just more of a Arthur Smith trying to save his behind move. But also with this him naming him being the starter for the next game, it's more like, okay, we'll give him another opportunity because of course we gave Ritter that opportunity as well. So
Okay.
um I do feel that his theatrics, I said it on my post earlier on Facebook, that him cutting his little beard and doing all this extra stuff, it started to sound a little Dairy Queenish, if you will. I'm just going to say, because you
Ooh.
say you're not influenced by the media, but I think you're paying attention a little bit more than you want to admit to. So I'm thinking he's, especially how he looks confused on the sideline and everything else. I think Arthur Smith is, you know, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Of course, everybody thought that he was going to be a saving grace or whatever like that. But come on, y'all look at the numbers. That is an average quarterback, and it's just right now we're kind of almost on that panic button mode at this point. We can't get the offense to do what they need to do. You got your defense starting to wear themselves thin. We already lost a big staple to our defense. You got to pull all the plugs at this point and just do what you can definitely do with the team you got. Because, of course, we didn't take advantage of the trade deadline. So here we are, dealing with what we got.
Okay. Right. Um, and that's very interesting that you said it's very Dan Quinnish as far as the theatrics go.
Yes.
Um, I think what I'm gonna say here is, hey Mike, you good? You good now, Mike?
The hell if I know.
Okay, you sound good now,
You
man.
sound better.
All right, all right. Pretty much the same question I asked Maggie. What, like I said, what is your takes on Taylor Heineke being named the starter for this week? Um, I know you did a video on it, but I want to, for the people that may not have seen it, want you to go ahead and reiterate what your thoughts on that is.
Well, this is, in my opinion, this is a higher up move. Um, they don't trust Dan. They don't trust him with Desmond Ritter. Just my opinion. I think somebody in the higher ups, whether it's Arthur Smith, Arthur Blank, or Rich McKay, who's the president of football operations, they, for one, two things happen. They don't trust Arthur Smith with them, or they don't trust Dave Ragone. One of those guys were the saving grace or the reason why they brought in Desmond Ritter, and someone in the higher ups pretty much pulled the plug on the project. It's just my personal opinion. There's no
Mhm.
reason for them to have Taylor Heineke. He was never that good to begin with, and I think this is just one of them higher up moves. They're
Okay.
not buying the Desmond Ritter, and the thing is it is unfortunate for Desmond Ritter, but I mean sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mhm. Man, yeah. I think for me personally, I'm thinking where this move comes in at. Um, and I saw a comment here just a few seconds ago. Um, Billy Power Max here said it's the right call. Give him a chance to salvage the season. If Heineke busts, you can go back to Ritter. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think even with the bye week, you can't go back to Ritter. Um, like you
Yeah, I
said,
don't think I don't
yeah.
think you can.
I think we've seen our very last appearance of Desmond Ritter in Atlanta personally, just on the simple fact of, and like you said, Ritter didn't do himself any really favors in that situation either. Um, so it just Did this
Well,
what this season what this move is telling me is it's all based on how the team was built. It's based on the pieces that they brought in. So there's a certain expectation that this team was supposed to have. Um, so they're turning to the veteran to, like you said, salvage the season.
I
I
could
don't think
say
it's
this. They went heavy on defense because they saw that was the main, well, not all the main issue, but for years, you know, we've been having defensive problems. So I feel like we're still a win now league. So we're making decisions to try
Mhm.
to win now. But at the same time, I think that somebody said in the chats, like, we're looking at every aspect of what needs to happen going into next season as well. It might be where, like you said, Ritter is out of here, possibly, and they may have to reconstruct this offensive line because we can't protect the quarterback. We can't block, and we don't know how we're using our offensive players properly with the head coach. Now it starts with the higher up, and what do you do then?
they know exactly what they're doing. The problem is this. The thing is, sometimes it just don't work.
Mhm.
It like a lot of things are just simple. We're making it to be a lot more difficult than it really is. You execute, you don't have to worry about it. Sometimes
Mhm.
it's really simple. Sometimes you think players are going to be what they are, and they just don't pan out to what they are. So it don't like we've seen legends miss on quarterbacks. We've seen legends. I mean, Bill Belichick missed out on three quarterbacks. He's supposed to be the greatest of all time. He missed out on Mac, Zappy, and the other quarterback. Like he missed out on three quarterbacks just because we think teams and players are going to be these mega superstars. Sometimes it just don't work out. We've seen even Bill Parcells. He made a grave mistake. He said one of the greatest mistakes is him passing on Matt Ryan. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that even though Arthur Smith will get it wrong, you're going to get it wrong. The thing is are you going to stay in it? Are you going to make the necessary move to get out of it? So like as far as the offensive line is concerned and all that, I just think you just when you're losing, everything is bad.
Mhm.
Everybody just want to win. Like everybody want to change everything when things get bad. And that's just a human trait. It's like when things aren't going the way you do. The first thing that you say to yourself is like, "What am I doing wrong?" And I think Arthur at this point, like Kill said, I don't think he can go back to Des Ritter. And I think it's more so that they, like Kill said, they have an expectation of what the offense was supposed to look like, and they're behind schedule as far as the moves that they want to, make. I think they're just behind schedule on the moves that they want to make, and instead of just killing the season in itself, the best way to go is to go with the veteran. I don't think you can go back to Des Beretta.
Mhm. And it's unfortunate. Like I said, it's unfortunate. Like I said, for me, like I said, I'm still behind them. And like I said, we've all kind of been behind them, and I'm not gonna hide that
Hmm.
because that's just not what I do. But like you said, it's just one of those instances where they had to make a decision: is it gonna be me or is it gonna be him? Now, now,
Can I add to that before you go to the next one, real quick?
oh, go ahead.
I can say this. Really, I mean, yes, he's been a few games in for this new season, whatever. But we
Mhm.
got to go back from the drawing board when he was kind of forced to start. And honestly, I felt like he was supposed to have been an developmental, quarterback behind a so-called veteran. So I don't think that he had ample time to really completely develop like they originally planned. So, we had to go to the drawing board. Okay, what can we do now? Since we got to deal with this quarterback, we know defense is the issue. Let's go ahead and tackle that in the draft because we gonna trust in him, and they continue to say that, and they're even still saying that we are behind Ritter, but I think that they're maybe going back to okay, let's just let him chill for a moment and learn behind. Not saying that's a great veteran to run behind, but maybe they're going back to the original where they was at with him in the beginning.
Okay. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all too, and y'all both can chime in on this. Um, I think really the major issue that's coming down to this, um, it's it just comes down to the pieces that's on the offense is where a lot of people are going to get judged on because we have to remember let's go into perspective because we're going to kind of do like a mid season. We're going to do some type of review of the season sometime with either next week or at the end of the week. But you have to remember when the first couple weeks of the season started off and where they were really, I wouldn't say trying to dumb it down for him, but trying to put him in positions to where he's not I ain't gonna say he's not out here making mistakes. The keys kind of turned for the team is when you started getting the media and stuff involved, and people started complaining about certain players not getting the ball, and then not getting the ball here. And let's be honest, after week 2, the major story was why isn't Kyle Pitts this goes back to what you said, Maggie, about are they listening to the media too much? Is because now that you put that bug out here, now all of a sudden now you start seeing the offense trying to force certain stuff or trying to get him to force the ball to certain players. Now you done made him. It may not even just be him. It could be the coach pushing it about, okay, we got to get this guy the ball. We got to get this guy the ball. They keep talking about us if this guy ain't getting the ball. Hell, we just seen it in this past loss. The main story right now is Bijan Robinson ain't getting the ball enough.
And they like force fed it to him after that whole debacle about the him being had a headache and suited up and didn't wasn't playing as much.
Mm-hmm. And I got some numbers for y'all if y'all don't mind me putting this out right. Okay. Who got the most? Do y'all know the number of who has the most touches on this team right now?
Good question. Probably BJ.
You got something, Mike? Michael. All right.
Where he go?
Okay. So everybody's giving us some answers. Okay. Fred Butts with the $2 super chat said people wanted Taylor, they got him. I mean, at this point in time, like you said, hey, it is what it is. Hey. All right. Okay. Okay, you ready for the answer, Maggie?
I am.
Bijan Robinson leads this team in touches with 131.
That's what I thought.
And right behind him is Tyler Algier with 27. And in 9 games, I did the math on this. Bijan Robinson is averaging anywhere between 15 to 20 touches a game. So I'm asking the question is, if he's not getting enough touches, why does he lead the team in touches?
I don't think it's the touches that the fan base wants to see, because it's not producing. Well, at least last game we couldn't even get a touchdown. Terrible.
Yeah,
But that's all out of. That's not just him though. That's like everybody's
right,
saying.
right.
You know, you got to look at what's the real bigger issue here. Are we using our players properly in this?
Right.
You know,
Right.
run game
Yeah.
and everything else. Are we?
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the top 5 leaders in touches on the team. Bijan Robinson has 131. Tyler Algier with 127. Drake London with 37. Jonnu Smith 35. Kyle Pitts 33.
It's fine.
Now the problem, like I said, the thing is those type of touches, the touches like that is how it's going to be expected, because your running backs are always going to be leading your team in touches no matter what. But for the aspect of saying that he doesn't get utilized enough, you do realize right now for him to get 200 touches, that means that Drake London, Jonnu Smith, and Kyle Pitts will have to have less than 15. So once again, we have another narrative that's painted out on here, which makes a lot of the offensive players really look worse than what they are. Oh Lord.
It's fine.
You back, Mike? You okay?
No, I'm just listening. Look. It's fine, people.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. All this, we got to replace the offensive line, trade the wide receiver, trade the running back. We need to get guys more more balls. We have to, fire the head coach. We got to fire Terry Fontenot. It's fine. This team is not 0-8. Okay, it's
Yeah, we
fine.
still got more game left, and blowing it up right now is not going to solve the issue.
Blowing it up, period, is not going to solve anything. What's
ain't
the
gonna
point
solve.
of blowing it up? What's the point of blowing it up and starting over? We already started over.
Yeah,
This
you
is
are.
why you already did it. Go ahead, kid.
No. I was agreeing with you. That I would say you've already started over.
Right. This is the foundation. This is what we have to understand. Once you blow it up, this team was 90% gutted, 100% gutted for the most part, about 98% gutted. We got like 3 or 4 people who was drafted in 16, who played in 16 that are here, and that's Jake Matthews and Grady Jarrett. Everybody else is gone. We've already began. We've already gutted this team already. It's fine, people. Sometimes you have to start from the bottom in order to get to the top. But you can't keep on, all right, I don't like this sandcastle I built. This is the first layer of the sandcastle. And then if you don't like the bottom of the foundation of the sandcastle, you're gonna keep throwing it up and throwing away and throwing it up and starting over and start over. Sometime at some point, the problem is you because you want to continue to start over. It's you. Sometimes you just gotta trust that this foundation that we set is secure. But we won't know if we continue to start over and start over and start over and start over. All right, yeah. We're not where we thought we would be as far as the progression is concerned.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But we'll never know if it's good if we just say, all right, all the offensive linemen that we drafted, well, let's get rid of them. All the wide receivers, oh, let's trade Kyle Pitts away because he's not getting 120 catches a season. How can Kyle Pitts reach his full potential if we don't sit here and you know go through the difficult times?
Mm-hmm. See, and Robo Crip here said the players are not executing on the plays. It's simple. Hey, keep it simple, stupid. That's essentially what it is. That goes for everybody. But like you said, the thing about it is you're going into week 10 out of 17. Still got plenty of season left. But like you said, it's getting down to the wire where the team is going to have to start executing on those plays. And shout out to Terry Lloyd for the $5 super chat. Said, can anybody honestly say Desmond look any worse than your typical rookie quarterback? Turnovers in all history would say no. He may even be ahead of the curve. I'm gonna say it like this too. It's all really just predicated on the weapons around him because when you're thinking about Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan Robinson, like you said, as far as the national perception, and Maggie, you may agree with me on this, the national perception is your mistakes are going to be magnified to an extent
Mm-hmm.
when you have guys that are supposed to be expected to be all pro guys at the skill position. So he's just more so he's making his mistakes, but he's a victim of the expectation of the offense too.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
Arthur is the victim of it as well because we. This is what I was talking about earlier: is that just because guys are one of the cream of the crop as far as their class is concerned, we expect these guys to not struggle. Even those geniuses hit snags in their life.
Mhm.
Albert Einstein and all these guys, they couldn't figure certain things out. And I mean, we heard the stories about Benjamin Franklin and standing outside with,
With
all
the
this type
key.
of stuff with the key and it didn't happen the way that he would, he actually stumbled across things. Like like it takes time for the greatness to kind of take place. It takes time for it. Like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, these guys like Michael Jordan got cut from his. I mean, this is the same thing for Desmond Ritter. It happens to the best of us.
Mhm.
We go through these struggles. We go through the worst in order to get there. But it's up to Desmond Ritter if he wants to get to the next level. It's up to Dan Quinn, but it's up to Arthur Smith if he wants to become a great head coach. He
Mm-hmm.
has to make the necessary moves.
Mhm.
He has to make the necessary moves. I love what damn, what the fuck Dan Quinn? I guess because Dan Quinn, he ain't making the necessary move. He doing the exact same crap that he doing and did here. But Dan Quinn, when he was here, he didn't make moves.
Mhm.
So I love the fact that Arthur is actually doing something. If he's not comfortable with the quarterback, do something about it. Don't just sit there and look at him fail. And it could quite possibly get. I'm talking about ugly.
I
It could
agree
get
with that one.
ugly.
I agree with that one, Mike. I was gonna add to that too. It's just like, um, you know, it might not be the best move to everybody because pretty much our fan base is just weary at this point. We don't went from that whole debacle from beginning before they even got in their positions as coach and GM, and then what was promised moving on up to this point. It's like, okay, everybody's getting tired of it, but I can at least say with this regime, they are doing something. It might be not be the flashiest, what the fans want, but at least I'm seeing some type of adjustment and movement back there. Somebody's listening to something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just do something. Like I said, we don't know if it is the right move, but I don't want my coach just sitting there watching the whole fucking world blow up, and you're not even gonna try to help. You know what I'm saying? The whole world going to hell, and you just sitting there eating your Doritos. Like, no, do something. Pick up a stick or something. Damn, we seen that before. We seen that before. We saw the Falcons when guys were available, they didn't even pull the trigger. The Falcons at least offered, for Montez Sweat. Things may not go the way that you expect, but at least they offered. They tried to do something. They're bringing in defensive players. They're bringing in all these guys. They're trying.
Right. And Jared Crumpton here said we had 3 different teams constructed. And I think he corrected himself. 3 different teams in 3 years. Team needs to gel. I know fans want it to happen overnight. It takes time. And the thing about it is, we keep hearing the same notion of same shit, different year, been waiting since 2016.
I mean,
Technically, if you really want to think about it, you've been waiting since 2000, after 2017, because they made the playoffs that season. But
my thing is, so what?
my thing is that if we keep having them, like I said, we keep talking about same shit, different year on some shit we don't control. At the point in
That's
time,
exactly what I mean. Bill. That's exactly what I
we have
mean.
no control over.
Mm-hmm.
Cause us as fans, we can only cheer for what we got,
Mm-hmm.
and there could be
Bill
a
can't
certain
control Georgia Tech. He's still a Georgia Tech fan, and Georgia
exactly.
Tech has been losing for quite some time. No
Mhm.
disrespect, but they've
Shit,
been losing.
that ain't no disrespect. Shit, that's a fact.
All Tech has been doing is missing bowl games and barely making bowl games for like the last
Exactly.
10 years.
So, so at the end of the day, like I said, we can talk about we've been waiting. We can't do nothing about it. What we gonna do? Boycott watching Falcon games until they make the playoffs.
Right.
And we still got season ticket holder. We still got Die
Mhm.
Hard. Pam is
You
one of them.
know?
Exactly. So at the
Yeah.
point in time is really like I said, if you feeling that way, as we already know, I'm just gonna say it like that. That's a you problem. That's not a me problem. Like I said, winning or losing, we still gonna be here. But
They're gonna do this content.
exactly. So let's get into the main question of the night show, and make sure everybody go ahead and hit that like button, and hit and subscribe to all platforms associated. Mad Mike Sports, Atlanta Falcon Nation. And baby, we're gonna have to get that champagne confession kicking off again one of these days.
I need my girl to get her stuff together so we can get this thing started. So
Cause
we
I
may
about to
not
say,
see champagne until next year
cause I about to
at
say,
this
man,
rate.
we're gonna bring them peanut butter confessions out here soon.
We might just have to make that move.
Right. So, um, so the question is, do you believe that Arthur Smith is on the hot seat right now?
Do I believe that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was levels of hot seats. I mean, there was a level of hot seats. Look. I mean, I was gonna do some X-rated, but I'll stop. Um, there was a level of hot seats. Like it's that lukewarm, that's hot, and that's about to look burn your asshole clean off. All right. I think he's right now. Like you know, you get in that damn tub and you accidentally you get in
Oh,
and it's hotter than
oh,
you think it is. And you get
oh,
out there, that shit right there.
oh, you said he on the one chip challenge,
Yeah,
burning your
he on, he on that level. Like I said, he's definitely on the hot seat, but I don't think it's the hot seat where it's your ass is grass. The level 2 hot seat. I think he's on level 1 hot seat of you need to figure out what's going on.
Hmm,
All right.
okay.
Figure out what's going on, get it right. And then next year, if he doesn't find a solution to it going into next year, especially early next year, then they're going to be talking about, all right, your ass is fired. But I don't think it's at a level 3 at that point.
Level 4 on the Richter scale, huh? You said
Mm,
it didn't hit
yeah.
that far yet. All right, Maggie, what'd you
Arthur
think?
Blank,
Oh,
Arthur
go ahead.
Blank is never impulsive. Pop Billy, I don't know who you think he's not impulsive. He's not those Davises, and he's not Jerry Jones. That man is not impulsive at
Cause,
all. I don't know
He's
cause,
very
what.
passionate. He love on people a little too long. He like
Mhm,
your ex that you can't let go. And it's like
mhm,
I just see some good in him. Let me hold on to
mhm,
him just a little longer. That's off
mhm.
the
cause,
that's off the
cause-
blame.
Uh,
trust me. If Arthur Blank was impulsive, we'll be on our third head coach in 3 years. If he
bruh,
was,
come on, man. Come on.
I'm telling you.
But as far as him being on a hot seat, yeah, he there's conversation going on right about now. Just like he critiqued these players, and all this kind of stuff, he also got a boss that he got to answer to. And it's the question now is, okay, you finally got who you said you wanted. It's moving in your direction. You
But
got
did
the
he really though?
pieces, but you're not executing it like you said you were going to do. So, what are you going to do? And I'm saying that's proof of that because he was saying he was up at 3 in the morning. He's taking that position very, seriously right now. For him, it's the panic internally for him to do right because somebody done said something like, "Look, you're embarrassing us at this point. You know, don't let us fall apart. Do what you need to do." I don't think it's okay. Do it by after bye or you're out of here. No, I think he'll finish out the season.
Mhm.
Because right now we just don't need that craziness going on. Let him finish out the season. Maybe even go into okay. Let's analyze what happened during this season, whether we make it to the playoffs or not. Now the question is, what do we do here? Okay. Do we stick with this head coach calling it? Or do we bring in some pieces that can kind of help him take the load off of what he has to do and just be focused on just being a head coach, period? Let everybody else do the small work in between getting these players together. Maybe even bring in some experiences from some like-minded quarterbacks, veterans, and things like that. But it needs to be just a little bit more of adjustment of who's making the decisions on the field
Mhm.
altogether. So that's where I'm at with it.
Again,
Playoffs,
who
playoffs. You
who to say
talking to
that?
me? Go ahead.
Who to say he actually got his quarterback?
Yeah.
We look again. This is why we got to let things play out because we don't know if Desmond Ritter really was his quarterback. This is a third round. Look, they passed on quite a few quarterbacks. Maybe they agreed to see what Ritter has. If it doesn't work the way that they think or hoped it would, we would, go the necessary route. And the necessary route is just, all right, I don't think this guy is it. We agreed he's not it. All right, let's bring in Taylor Heineke and we go from there. But like we don't even know this is his guy. Because if it was his guy, don't you guys, and this is the question I have for you guys on the panel, is that if it was your guy, this is who you chose to be your quarterback. Do you think you'll give him what 6 games to get it right?
Nah, you get the like you said. Well,
What if he is but let's do the devil advocate thing right here. What if he is still the quarterback they're looking at, but now they're thinking of a different plan for him at this time?
I don't think you do that. That's see, if you're doing some shit like that, you incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even just football. I don't want to bring no bitch in here who can't fuck. If she's gonna fuck,
Lord, Mike. There we go.
she gonna fuck. Look, I don't want no head. If I bring you in the fuck, I want to fuck. I don't want no head. Okay?
I just want to fuck.
Like, be real.
I
What you
ain't
gonna
shit.
bring your quarterback in here just to have? No, motherfucker. We gonna look. If I say 3 times in the night, and I pay you $40 to do it 3 times, look, you better give me 3 times. I don't want 2.
No.
That's the same way a quarter. This is the same way head coaches look. If they bring you in for a specific reason and you don't do that, you getting out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So for whatever reason he brought Desmond Ridder in here and he didn't live up to it, he pulled the plug.
Yeah.
So whatever, like I said, I don't think he just just like that was his guy. It's like, hey, because like I said, these guys are professional. He's been doing this for a while. Like he's been with guys that's done this before. I don't think Arthur is that. I don't think any coach is that incompetent to bring in a guy they barely trust. That's the quickest way to get fired. Hey Maggie, for instance, what if I decided to bring in a certain content creator that has screwed us over and over again?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, all right, he's gonna come in here and have he gonna run the regulators. What would you look at? How would you look at me?
For one thing, we gonna have a spiral at the hub backstage because if it ain't, I'm the guy for the
You know
job.
what I'm saying?
Just know one thing. If that would have happened, y'all, man, we're going to put that on a pay-per-view match right
You
there.
know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm cutting everybody off. I'm interrupting shows, turning lives off. Folk looking like what on happened to heavy hitters in 2 minutes in. I'm on live on AFN. Like, don't watch that show because he trying to. It's gonna be a whole WWE.
See, this is what I mean. It's like Arthur not gonna bring in somebody he barely trusts. That's crazy.
No, but what I'm thinking, what this benching has done too is kind of like when you look at Desmond Ridder. And I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a serious question. If you took away the fumbles, because to be honest with you, it's really it's two plays that I think that he pulled this move from, because it's kind of one of those things where I love you, but I'm going to put you on timeout until you get your shit straight.
Maggie say that to me every day, y'all.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
Like I said, Ebony and Ivory is sweet harmony and chaos. That's what this shit is over here.
I have several ideas been pulled because of Maggie. Believe, I promise you.
Now, let me get back. But like I said, if you let's look at the whole broad, the whole spectrum. Now let's exclude the turnovers. No, because the two plays that I think really what this came down to was the throw in the red zone against the Commanders and the Russian fumble against Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to think about 4 of his 7 fumbles came on blindside sacks. So if you take those away and you look at the numbers and how they went up, isn't that kind of what you would expect from a young guy like that? Panel.
I would.
But the only reason why I'm saying this too is kind of going back to where y'all saying is I'm not bringing in nobody I don't trust.
Right.
Right. So, like you said, I think what the benching was, it was more so of, okay, I'm gonna need you to reset. Like I said, you have been doing good things, but you still have some you have some chinks in the armor that you gotta work out, type of thing. And I think that's where the evaluation comes down to. Like I said, he's going to have to evaluate his aspect of the game that he has to work on.
Yeah,
Because
I think so. I think the pressure of just everything that's kind of occurred for him from last season to up to now. I think sometimes he do overthink things. And as also they're saying, oh, the team played better with the other quarterback. Maybe they haven't really figured out who Ritter is as well, as far as the players itself. And then they're making mistakes themselves.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Desmond Ritter right now suffers from a chronological disease of DTM.
Doing too motherfucking much.
Doing too damn much.
Yeah.
That's all that's all it is. He's trying to overcompensate for the simple fact that he has a good team around him, and like you said, that's where a lot of these bad plays come in at. So he's like, look here, motherfucker, calm your head down. We're gonna let you sit for a couple of ways. We're gonna let you think about what you done, and we're gonna evaluate after the bye week.
Just doing too much. I think
that's all it is. That's all it is. He's trying to overcompensate when he doesn't have to. And like you said, that's some of the struggles of certain young quarterbacks. You got some young quarterbacks that may not have that clock ticking fast in their head. You got some that do. So, like you said, everybody's built different. Now, hold on. Let's see. Here you go, Mike. You gonna get this one? He said Ritter doesn't have the arm strength to challenge good defenses. What do you think about that?
I mean, what does that mean, to be honest? Like, you gonna try to tell me that Chad Pennington can play in the league for 2 years, but Desmond Ritter can't challenge the defense? Like, come on, man. You gotta do your homework. That's not true at all.
See,
K-Style can explain who Chad Pennington is. Okay,
Chad Pennington had one of the worst arms this league have ever seen. See where Chuck is going with this comment right here. Now, when you're talking about arm strength, are you talking about 50+ yard completions, or are you talking about fitting them in tight windows? Because you got two different styles of arm strength. We've seen Ritter plenty of times fit passes in the window that you looked at like, how the fuck he get that through there? We literally seen it every game. But where Chuck's thinking about arm strength is the ability to complete passes 50 plus yards.
Right.
Just because you could throw the ball down the field 50, 60 yards.
Don't mean it's accurate.
That's, like you said, that's not all arm strength. That's timing.
Mm-hmm.
That is timing. So I see where you was trying to go with it, but the premise was wrong.
Yeah. Being able to throw the ball. I mean, we look at Peyton Manning won a Super Bowl when he can barely throw the ball 10 yards. Don't tell me Ritter has a weak arm.
Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is, and it always and I always say it like this, and I've been saying it for the last week. People think that he's bad, but Chuck was one of the guys where I said where if he's been that bad, should the Falcons cut bait on him? You know what Chuck told us, Maggie? You know what Chuck told us?
What he say?
And this was last week's show on Monday. He said no. He said no. He shouldn't be cut. We need him to stay the backup permanently in Atlanta to some degree like that. I said, wow, that's very interesting for a quarterback that you say is terrible, but you don't want him to go. Yeah.
Look, I'm not listening to a nigga I can't pronounce his last name, okay?
I'm gonna say this before my phone die because my battery about to go. But to me, it just comes down to you setting your players up to be successful, and that all goes with coaching.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You're not giving Ritter that opportunity. You're putting him in situations. You're putting your players in situations because you are right now looking at your plays and like, what to do now? Let me hurry up. Let me make another field goal. No, what was it? A 2-point conversion attempt twice.
You
Yeah.
know what, Maggie, you just made me think about something. Because you saying is putting him in certain situations. I think what Arthur, why he pulled him is because he specifically put Desmond in a specific situation and he did not react well to that situation. I think that's the reason why they pulled him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at why they pulled him, it's like they're not really saying outside of turnovers. So I don't even think it's the turnovers because you look at the league, most of the top quarterbacks in the league are the most turnover prone quarterback. So I think it's something specific that they're seeing in Des Ritter that they're worried about.
I'm
That
telling
he's
you,
not progressing.
I'm telling you what it is. He's suffering from DTM. That's what it is. It's DTM.
That's what I'm saying.
Says that they put Ritter in bad situations and giving him hopes to win the job back. Yeah, that's all it is. He doing too damn much.
He ain't doing too freaking much.
That's it. Calm your ass down. Cause let's be honest with you. What the hell could you learn behind Marcus Mariota?
Not a damn thing. How to damn hula hoop on fucking what you call them damn thing? How to hula hoop with them damn with them girls who be doing that damn them dances.
Oh, shit,
that's the only damn thing you can. They be doing them things with their hips. I forgot to hear what you call
belly dancing.
Belly dancer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing you can land for his ass. He
Right.
can't do it. He can't teach that man nothing. He can teach him how to fail. That's what he can teach him.
Hey, little Georgia Test voice. He taught him how to be a backup.
Oh, that makes sense.
Shit, that's what I'm saying. Teach him how to fail. Shit, he can do that shit.
Right. Right. I mean, because like I said, at the end of the day, with Desmond Ritter, hell, I would say it like this: maybe Desmond Ritter was not meant to succeed here in Atlanta.
Exactly.
He might be better off somewhere else. But
That's why I said who's to say that's his guy? That's why I meant by that.
mhm,
Because we like I said, if they was that guy, I think this more coaches would have taken. And it's Malik. This is for a lot of quarterback. If they were that person's guy, they don't hesitate. The Falcons did it with Bergeron. They wanted Bergeron and they drafted him in the first round.
mhm.
They went after Bergeron, not first. Was it first? Might have been the
Second round,
second round. But
Bergeron,
they
second round.
wanted him. Like even Dallas wanted him in the first round. That's what it was. Dallas wanted him in the first round. They passed, and the Falcons really want him. And I think they traded up to get Bergeron. So when you really want somebody, you believe me, okay? If you really want somebody, you gonna go get it.
Mhm,
But you'll do things you necessarily wouldn't do under
mhm.
normal circumstances. So if you want it, you're going to go out of your way to get it.
Right. So I'm gonna end the show off with the question, and Chuck probably still in here. So I want Chuck to tell everybody his answer. Do
Man,
you believe that Desmond Ritter is done in Atlanta?
you know you ain't gonna get no damn real answer. You gonna go to goddamn Afghanistan with his damn.
You already know everybody. Yes, he out of here.
Maggie, but you know what the crazy thing about it was? When we asked the question, it was a lot of no's.
It was a lot of no's. We asked.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
It was a lot of no's.
Yeah, a lot of people said no.
Well, I think because I don't know if you got a poll or anything going on, but
Well,
I'm thinking
well,
with the quarterback change, it's
I think I
exposing a
do got
little
the
bit
play.
more
wait a minute.
to
Wait a
what the
minute.
problem is.
Wait a minute. I think I do have a poll.
Uh
Hold
oh.
on. Hold on. I did this poll last week. Let me see something.
I think I did one too. Teach me
Oh
how
yeah,
to
here
do
you go. I said 6 days ago. I said, should the Atlanta Falcons release Desmond Ritter right now and roll with Tyler Heineke and Logan Woodside as the quarterbacks for the rest of the year? I had 87 votes on there. 90% of them said no.
Hmm. Interesting.
I said what should happen next. Draft a quarterback in 24 and continue to develop Desmond Ritter. Trade for a veteran quarterback, fire Arthur Smith, hire
Mhm,
passing game coordinator.
mhm. Yeah.
And draft a quarterback is 24, and 24 was 43%, and continue to develop Desmond Ritter was the second. So a lot of people just like y'all can't even make your freaking mind up.
I think because everybody just kind of, a lot of these people are just in their feelings, and it's, it's like, get out my face, leave me alone. And then we do something right. You know what? Nah, it's okay. Then you bring in the quarterback that y'all was calling, put him in, put him in. Now you're looking like fools because we still lost. So it's like, nah, don't. Well, he wasn't that bad. Just give him time to develop. I think we all just got this PTSD going on where we don't
Mhm.
know where we coming or going
Right.
with this situation right about now. So everybody don't know what the hell to think at this point.
Who to say I don't? Who to say I don't like Arthur Smith? I gotta like everything he does. The hell?
Yeah. I
It's called
mean,
supporting, but that doesn't necessarily mean you got to like everybody you support, your
Right.
team.
See,
What choice do we have other than to say that he's our head coach?
see,
That's who's right there in office. I mean, not in office. I'm thinking the voting and stuff, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that
He's
too. That
who's
too,
who we got.
man. Hey, that too. You ain't wrong right there.
Yeah, so it's like it's what we did. It's the cards we dealt with, people. So
right.
as Falcons content creators, we have to talk about the facts, the stacks, and the truth of who's behind the red and black in uniform and coaching.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Here's the answer. Chuck said, "No, I don't. He's done as a starter, though."
Man, sit down, man.
But you see the double take answer though. He said
Look,
he's done as a starter, but he doesn't want to get rid of him.
man, get your crack. This boy's a crack baby, okay? Get crack baby. You know what
Uh,
I'm saying?
but we about to get up on out of here. We actually
I'm
have.
sorry, Maggie. That's crack baby behavior. I'm so sorry.
I-
You gonna
like,
say you gonna beat them down, but then turn around and say no, don't go nowhere. What man? What are we doing?
It's
that
like the
man's a-
side chick, like we gonna bring in the
that
new
man-
shiny,
that man-
the big lady, with the nice hips. And you know
Yeah.
what? But Ritter, just go on over there and scrub some floors or something. I'll call you back later when I'm ready.
That man's an abusive boyfriend. He like, "Man, sit your ass in the corner, but don't go nowhere."
Watch what you're supposed to be doing.
That boy
Boy,
was dropping on his head as a baby. Look.
But hey, look, that's the real Ike Turner right there.
This was your job.
He said, anime. If it'll find out that you died, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you. Like, wait a minute, how you gonna kill somebody that's already dead?
I ain't got time for this. I'm tired.
Hey, look, man, we about to get to this wrestling show over on the Mad Mike Network. Hey, Mike, you might want to set that thing back to about 9:15. Over
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I'm working hard, and I actually last the whole episode. I'm doing something today.
Well.
I need a
At the end,
cookie.
hey, look. Hey, Mike, she said she need a cookie, but
Whoa! Whoa!
You baking
I
cookies,
got some
Mike?
cookies. I got some cookies. That's the damn sure.
I'll bring the milk.
oh
Oh,
Lord,
you
see,
got the milk. Okay. Oh, damn, y'all. Cookies
okay,
and milk, y'all.
okay, both of y'all shut the hell up. But but we appreciate y'all because, like I said, at the end of the day, over here, it's all about the conversation, regardless on if it's a conversation we want to have or don't have. So, like I said, man, you want to go ahead and take us out of here?
What time your wrestling show start?
We're probably gonna start about 9:15.
All right, then that's on Mad Mike Network.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, y'all goddamn asses, don't leave just yet. Go ahead and type in Mad Mike Network right now. Set those alert bells so you won't miss a little SmackDown talking and wrestling on over there. Y'all been asking for it. You've been waiting on it. So now go ahead and pile on in. We don't talk enough about Ritter. Now let's talk about whatever they got going on over there. So please, wrestling. If y'all back in the day, wrestling. That's all I got to say, y'all. So
All right. So y'all make sure y'all go over to the Mad Mike Network where we will be talking about the Crown Jewel pay-per-view. They get LT ass on over there. He's supposed to be hosting this.
buttholes or something.
So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
We understand.
You ain't gotta go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here. Hey, Maggie, I'm gonna need that milk, okay?
Okay, well, I mean, meet me backstage.
Wait a
Cookies
goddamn
and
minute.
milk, y'all. Cookies and milk.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta do it right.
Wow, wow, wow.